The internet wasn't ready for this because last night, in a double hit nobody saw coming, Joe Rogan and Candace Owens teamed up without even planning it. And what they exposed about Erika Kirk wasn't just messy, wasn't just embarrassing, wasn't just scandalous. It was career-ending. It started when Joe Rogan casually said on air, "People need to understand. Erika wasn't telling the truth about any of what happened. And the stuff I heard, man, it's bad." The studio fell silent. Then the clip hit Twitter. Then it hit TikTok. Then Candace Owens jumped in with a post that shattered the timeline. "I've been quiet long enough. Erika lied to all of us, and the proof is about to come out." Within minutes, #Erika Kirk's post shot to the #1 trending spot worldwide. And while Erika stayed silent, panicking behind the scenes and blowing up the phones of people who no longer even answer her calls, Joe and Candace kept dropping hints darker, sharper, more devastating until the entire world realized this wasn't an opinion. This wasn't gossip. This was a coordinated exposure. Someone leaked screenshots. Someone leaked recordings. Someone leaked exact conversations Erika swore she never had. And what those files show, the lies she told, the manipulations she hid, the stories she fabricated make her previous scandals look like warm dash-ups, one insider said. Joe and Candace only revealed 5% tonight. The other 95% will ruin. Her and rumors are already circulating that the next drop includes a private voice memo where Erika admits something nobody thought she would ever say out loud, something so shocking, so incriminating, so destructive, that J.D. Vance's team is reportedly preparing for impact-level chaos. And here's the craziest part. Joe Rogan says he's ready to drop the full receipts if Erika tries to deny anything, long before Joe Rogan and Candace Owens joined forces, long before the leaked screenshots, the mysterious voice notes, the DMs that exposed every hidden motive. People inside Erika Kirk's world already knew something was off. They just didn't know how deep it went, or how catastrophic it would eventually become, because Erika wasn't always like this. In the beginning, she was harmless, or at least she played harmless well. Soft smiles, quiet prayers. "Just trying to help," she would say. "Just trying to serve," she would repeat. "Just wanting to uplift others." She'd tell people while collecting their trust like souvenirs. But behind that humble persona was a pattern, a trail, a long, messy string of moments where Erika pushed too far, inserted herself too deeply, and twisted narratives just enough to make herself look innocent while everyone else looked unstable. People ignored it at first. They made excuses for her. She's going through a lot. She's emotional. She's misunderstood. She's trying her best. Then the lies started, small ones. At first, she'd say someone said something they never said. She'd claim she was invited somewhere she wasn't. She'd act like she had private connections to people who barely knew her. But the dangerous shift began when Erika discovered the power of playing the victim. Every time she was confronted, tears, shaking voice, emotional spirals, followed by a dramatic reclaiming. "I'm being spiritually attacked. I'm being misunderstood. I'm being targeted because of my calling." People who questioned her would suddenly find themselves painted as bullies, manipulators, jealous enemies. Meanwhile, Erika walked away looking pure, soft, fragile, the girl who just wants peace. This was her oldest trick. This was the skill she had perfected long before Joe and Candace even knew her name. But everything changed the day she crossed into political territory. A world where lies aren't just annoying, they're dangerous. It started when she met people closer to power. Donors, pastors with influence, media personalities, political staffers, and eventually, J.D. Vance's circle. That was the turning point. Because once Erika tasted proximity to true influence, once she realized the kind of attention she could get by being near rising political players, her entire personality shifted. She wasn't just networking anymore. She was positioning herself, strategizing, building narratives around her own importance. And that's when Candace Owens began noticing things. Candace never publicly said it, not until now, but people in her orbit saw the early warning signs, the subtle exaggerations. The I was told this privately claims, the emotional stories that never quite matched the facts, the constant need to be seen as the insider, the advisor, the bridge between powerful people. But what really pushed Candace away was when Erika started using her name, attaching Candace to things she never said, never agreed to, never supported. One insider revealed Erika would tell people Candace trusted her. Candace didn't trust her at ALL. Joe Rogan's team saw the same pattern, but from a different angle. Several guests told Joe privately that Erika would claim she had information about political figures, information she shouldn't have, information she dramatically exaggerated or flat out invented. It was all attention-seeking, all performance, all to seem connected, important, chosen. But the real explosion, the moment Joe Rogan and Candace Owens finally aligned, began with one specific lie. A lie so bold, so reckless, so completely fabricated, that it forced two of the most influential voices in media to speak publicly. It started when Erika claimed she had private conversations. With both of them, she hadn't. But she used their names anyway. She told people Joe had confirmed something with her. She told people Candace had warned her about someone. She told a donor that Joe said she was spiritually gifted. She told a pastor that Candace described her as chosen. She told someone in JD's circle that Joe said she had political potential. All lies. Every single one, and none of these lies stayed private. They spread. They reached the wrong ears. They twisted into rumors, rumors that eventually found their way back to Joe and Candace. At first, both ignored it. They get lies attached to their names all the time. But then the leaked messages surfaced. Screenshots Erika never thought would see the light of day. Screenshots where she fabricated quotes from Joe, made up warnings from Candace, used their names to manipulate events, pretended they had given her spiritual confirmation, claimed she had insider knowledge through them, framed herself as their quiet confidant. One message showed Erika telling someone, "Joe knows what's going on. He said I should stay close to JD. He said it's part of the bigger picture." Joe never said that. Another showed Erika writing, "Candace told me privately she sees the same calling on my life." Candace never spoke those words. Ever. That's when things turned nuclear, because those lies didn't just make Erika look unstable. They put Joe and Candace in the middle of a political and spiritual conspiracy they had nothing to do with. Candace confronted a mutual contact. "Why is she using my name to validate her delusions?" Joe's reaction was worse. "Why is she involving me in something this insane?" Their team started comparing notes, screenshots, recordings, second-hand accounts. Multiple people came forward with nearly identical stories Erika had been using. Joe and Candace as props to make herself look credible while building a fantasy around JD Vance. And when the two realized they had been dragged into the same manipulation, that's when they went public. Together, uncoordinated but aligned. Joe dropped the first hint. Candace delivered the second blow. And the internet immediately understood. If these two are calling Erika out, then whatever's coming next must be devastating. And they're right. Because what Joe and Candace exposed so far is nothing compared to the files they're holding back. Someone leaked the next set. Someone close to Erika. Something that proves she didn't just lie. She orchestrated something. The real explosion, the moment everything snapped. The moment Erika Kirk crossed the line from messy opportunist to dangerous manipulator didn't happen when Joe Rogan exposed her lies. It didn't happen when Candace Owens confirmed she'd been misquoted. It didn't even happen when screenshots of Erika's fake private conversations, with both of them spread across the internet like wildfire. The moment everything blew open happened before any of that, behind closed doors. In a conversation Erika never expected would leak. A conversation that shows her not as a confused woman, but as someone who had a plan, a target, and a strategy designed to put her at the center of a political storm. It started at a women's leadership retreat last year, a private event with high-profile wives, speakers, and influencers. Erika wasn't supposed to lead any discussions, but within minutes she took control anyway. Witnesses say she began the night soft-spoken, emotional, trembling. The classic Erika persona everyone knew. But as the night went on, something shifted. Her voice changed. Her posture changed. Her tone changed. She began talking about divine placement, strategic positioning, and roles that come only once in a generation. The women around her were confused. Many had no idea what she was talking about. Many had no idea what she was talking about. Then she dropped the bomb. Some of you are married to the wrong men. And some of us are called to stand beside men who aren't our husbands yet. The room went silent. Several women exchanged glances. Two left early, disturbed. One who later leaked the full recording said she felt physically cold hearing it. But Erika wasn't finished. She started talking about J.D. Vance not like a politician, not like a mentor, not like a rising conservative figure, but like a prophecy. She called him set apart. She called him anointed. She called him a leader of the nation. She said he isn't meant to stay where he is. And then, the sentence that made the retreat organizer grab her phone. He will need someone who understands the weight of that call. And I am preparing myself for that responsibility. Someone asked, gently, Erika, you mean as a supporter? As a public figure? And Erika shook her head. No, as his partner. Partner, not colleague. Not friend. Not spiritual advisor, partner. That word spread through political circles like a virus. But this was just the beginning. The real twist came weeks later. In a dinner meeting Erika attended with a donor couple connected to multiple conservative organizations. Erika arrived late, eyes red, emotional, but hiding something underneath. Halfway through the dinner, she leaned in and whispered, Joe and Candace both told me something. Something they won't say publicly yet. The donors perked up. This was how Erika manipulated. She dangled proximity, access, mystique. They told me JD has a destiny, Erika continued, and that I'm not imagining the connection God is revealing. The donors were shocked. One of them immediately contacted Candace. Candace said, that is a lie, a complete fabrication. But by then, Erika had already told 3 more people the same story. The bigger the lie, the stronger the fantasy became. The more people believed she was chosen, the more Erika leaned into the delusion. And that's when the big twist dropped. Someone inside J.D. Vance's OWN team leaked a message. Erika sent privately a message no one was supposed to see. A message that proved she wasn't just lying. She wasn't just manipulating. She was building a plan. The message said, Joe Rogan already sees what's happening. Candace sees it too. They understand the calling. They see my role in JD's future. That's why I need to stay close. That's why I can't let anyone push me out of his orbit. Push me out of his orbit. Orbit, like JD, was a planet, and she was gravitationally attached. JD's wife saw this message too. And according to insiders, it devastated her, because for the first time, she realized this wasn't an accident. This wasn't miscommunication. This wasn't harmless enthusiasm. Erika wanted her gone. She wanted her spot. She wanted the proximity. She wanted the influence. She wanted the power. But the first twist to one nobody expected came when someone in Candace Owens' team checked Erika's public behavior patterns over the last year. They found something horrifying. Every time JD's wife wasn't present at an event, Erika was. Every time JD spoke at a conference alone, Erika happened to be in the front row. Every time JD had a meeting with faith leaders, Erika managed to wander in or offer help. Every time JD traveled somewhere significant, Erika posted cryptic messages like alignment, calling unfolds, spiritual position requires obedience. God, prepare me for the place you're sending me. People assumed she meant work. They didn't realize she meant JD's life. Then the first twist detonated. A leaked voice note sent to a confidant, later forwarded to Joe Rogan's producer, where Erika whispered, "I don't need Joe to explain my calling. I need him to confirm it." And he did. He saw it. He knows what I'm supposed to become. Joe never confirmed anything, but Erika believed he did. She repeated this confirmation to multiple people. She used his name to legitimize her fantasy. Then she used Candace's. Then she used pastors, politicians, influencers, Jade's own staff. She used everyone to make her delusion look real. But here's the truly dangerous part. The twist that changed everything. Erika had been keeping a folder, a secret folder in her notes app labeled First Lady Prep. Inside were quotes she believed she'd say one day, outfits she planned for White House events, phrases she practiced for press briefings, Bible verses she assigned to my husband's presidency, notes about adjustments JD will need to make when he elevates, a list titled Obstacles in the Way, temporary, with JD's wife's name at the top. When Joe Rogan saw the folder screenshots, he reportedly said one sentence, "Holy S*****. This is dangerous." And Candace's reaction. She's been planning this for years. The twist wasn't just the lies Erika told. It was the fantasy world she built around those lies. A world where Joe Rogan validated her. Candace Owens endorsed her. JD's wife was temporary. And Erika was destined to step into the role of First Lady. This is the part the internet hasn't heard yet. The part Joe and Candace are holding back, because the next leak, the one they're saving, is the one that proves Erika didn't just lie. She acted on the lie. Everything up until this point, the lies, the fake confirmations, the manipulated narratives, the delusional journal entries, looked bad enough. But they were nothing compared to what Erika actually did. Because for the first time, insiders finally admitted, Erika didn't just imagine a future with JD Vance. She actively tried to create one. And the steps she took, the choices she made, the calculated moves she executed behind closed doors, are so disturbing, so unhinged, so dangerously intentional, that even Joe Rogan and Candace Owens refused to read parts of the leaked file on air. So here is the truth they've only hinted at. The truth that political insiders have been terrified to say publicly. Erika tried to weaken JD Vance's marriage. Not subtly, not emotionally, not spiritually, strategically. The first major escalation happened last winter, at a charity event in D.C., where JD was scheduled to speak. JD's wife planned to attend with him. She always did, but last minute. A confidential friend advised her that her presence might overshadow the family's being honored. That friend was Erika. Insider recalled. She went out of her way to give JD's wife the wrong information. It was intentional. JD's wife stayed home. JD attended alone. And multiple witnesses claimed Erika showed up early, positioned herself near the stage, and kept maneuvering into JD's line of sight. People were uncomfortable. Some whispered. Others saw the pattern forming, but the real escalation came after the event when Erika accidentally posted a photo from backstage and wrote, "Divine alignment. God puts the right people in the right rooms." People assumed she meant the event. They didn't realize she meant JD, but that was just the beginning. A senior staffer leaked texts showing Erika attempting to create distance between JD and his wife, sending messages like, "She seems overwhelmed. She needs a break. She should rest more. She might be happier stepping back from public life." And then the most chilling text of all. "You're carrying a calling she can't support forever." Erika sent that to someone in JD's team, hoping it would reach him. It did, and according to a source, JD was freaked out, terrified, disturbed. He reportedly said, "Why is she talking about my wife like she's replaceable?" Because to Erika, she was. The shocking reveal came weeks later when a massive folder of screenshots surfaced, a folder Erika had created. Organized, color-coded, and labeled barriers. Inside were notes about JD's wife's hobbies, her schedule, her social preferences, her dislikes. Public moments where she seemed stressed, events she skipped, times she was quiet. Even observations about her clothing and expression at political gatherings. It was a dossier. A psychological breakdown. A tracking pattern. Erika wasn't admiring her. She was studying her, looking for weaknesses, looking for vulnerabilities, looking for moments where she could step in and support JD in ways she believed his wife could not. But the shocking reveal doesn't stop there. The worst part, the moment this entire scandal became something darker than anyone imagined, came from a single voice memo Erika sent to a confidant after a long day at a political conference. The memo leaked 2 days ago. In it, Erika whispers, "She looked tired again. She's slipping. If she keeps struggling, people will understand when the shift happens." The confidant asked, "What shift?" Erika replied, "The shift God warned me about. The one where she steps aside and I step into position." Step aside, position. Like a role she felt she deserved. Like a place she believed was owed to her. Like a title she thought was destined. But the memo got even darker. Erika continued, "Joe sees the calling. Candace sees it. Everyone sees it. Why doesn't she?" The confidant responded. "Erika, they never said that." And Erika whispered, "They don't have to. I know what God wants." This audio hit Joe Rogan like a truck. He played one sentence of it on his show, then stopped abruptly. "Guys, this is much worse than I thought." Candace Owens said she felt sick listening to it, but the escalation wasn't just emotional or spiritual. Erika began acting on her obsession. At events where JD and his wife were scheduled together, Erika would volunteer to assist. Last minute, insert herself into planning threads, give JD's wife wrong calls. Convinced staffers certain rooms were full when they weren't. Offered to sit with JD when his wife stepped out. Pretend to support the marriage while subtly undermining it. One leaked message from a staffer said she kept trying to put herself physically between JD and his wife, like she belonged there. Another, she corrected his wife in front of donors. It was horrifying. But the worst escalation happened at a private prayer gathering. JD's wife prayed aloud about strength and clarity during the stressful season. When the prayer ended, Erika reportedly whispered, "She's already breaking. It's happening." A woman next to her heard it and was so disturbed she walked out in tears. Then came the shocking reveal that Joe Rogan hinted at. Erika actually attempted to schedule a meeting with JD alone. Not through official channels, not through staff, but but directly through a personal contact she manipulated. She framed it as urgent spiritual guidance. But the leaked text said, "I need time with him privately." It's part of the calling. JD refused. Immediately, he reportedly told his team, "This is getting dangerous." But the whistleblower reveal is what sent this scandal into nuclear meltdown. The whistleblower exposed something nobody knew. Erika had been secretly journaling fake scenarios of JD. Vance's marriage weakening, not real. Events, scenarios, moments she believed would happen. Soon, moments she thought were prophetic. Moments she thought were warnings. One journal entry reads, "He will need comfort. She won't be there. I will." Another, "He will face a crisis and seek counsel. I will be available." Another, the scariest, "When she steps away, it will make sense to everyone." And in the margins, Erika added hearts, stars, a doodle of a wedding ring, a scribble labeled FL First Lady. This wasn't imagination. It was preparation, planning, manifestation. Delusion turned into strategy, and this is the moment Joe Rogan lost all patience. This is why Candace Owens stepped in. This is why the internet is exploding, because Erika didn't just lie. She didn't just fabricate stories. She didn't just manipulate narratives. She acted on her obsession intentionally, repeatedly, and with chilling precision, hoping reality would eventually bend to her fantasy. And now the final reveal is coming. Someone close to JD's wife has leaked the one audio file that Joe Rogan refuses to play. The one where Erika says, "I'm not waiting anymore. It's time." Nobody knows what she meant, but JD's team does. Candace Owens does. Joe Rogan does. And according to insiders, that recording is dropping soon. The second the leaked audio teaser hit Twitter, the one where Erika whispered, "I'm not waiting anymore. It's time." The entire internet collapsed into hysteria. Not mild drama. Not casual gossip. Not a trending topic. An eruption. The first platform to catch fire was Twitter. Within minutes, the timeline turned into a digital riot. People were posting conspiracy diagrams. Influencers were highlighting every red flag Erika ever displayed. Political analysts were scrambling to figure out what its time could mean. And fans were practically shaking through their keyboards. One viral tweet said, "This isn't just illusion. This is a political thriller happening in real life." Another, "She tracked JD's wife. She tried to isolate her. This is Lifetime movie behavior." Another tweet with 100,000 likes simply said, "I'm not waiting anymore. Girl, what are you about to do?" But the most terrifying reaction came from a political strategist. If Erika was planning to create a shift, this wasn't just emotional manipulation. This was operational. This was planned. TikTok went even crazier. Creators posted hour-long breakdowns. People stitched every leaked image, every journal entry, every whispered line. Body language experts analyzed Erika's old interviews. Ex-political wives spoke out about similar manipulation attempts they'd seen behind the scenes. One creator with 15 meters followers posted, "She studied the wife. She documented her patterns. She waited for cracks. This is not normal behavior." Another creator posted a 4-part series titled, "The Erika Files: How One Woman Tried to Engineer a First Lady Future." It hit 40 million views in 24 hours. Then someone dug up an old video where Erika stood very close to JD at a conference. No one thought anything of it back then, but now? The comments were scorching. She was already rehearsing the role. That posture. That stare. This is scary. She looks at him like a prophecy, not a person. Instagram turned into a digital funeral for Erika's reputation. Influencers unfollowed her. Faith leaders posted warnings. Political wives shared cryptic quotes like, guard your house. Boundaries are protection. Some battles are spiritual. A high-profile congressional wife posted this. When women believe God wants them to replace another woman's marriage, that's not prophecy. That's corruption. Her comment section was a war zone, but the real flamethrower was Candace Owens. She posted a black screen with white text. I am done protecting her. The next leak is worse than anything you've heard. Millions reposted it instantly. Joe Rogan didn't stay quiet either. He posted a single sentence. People need to see the full truth. And that was enough. That one sentence made creators start speculating about what Joe is holding back. Some said it's another audio. Some believe it's a full recording of Erika performing a prophetic declaration. Others think it's screenshots where she tries to sabotage JD's wife directly. The comments say it all. Joe never hints unless he has the nuclear bomb. If Joe says more is coming, it's going to be catastrophic. Candace plus Joe equals Erika is done. But politicians reacted even more violently. A senator tweeted, "This is a warning to every rising leader. Emotional predators exist." Some disguise themselves as spiritual advisors. A congressman posted, JD needs to protect his wife at all costs. Even JD's political rivals refused to mock him because the situation was terrifying to joke about. And then, someone leaked a group chat screenshot from inside a conservative think tank. The message said, "We suspected for months she was trying to get close to JD inappropriately. We just didn't realize how far it had gone." Someone replied, "We thought she was annoying. We didn't know she was dangerous." Another message, the one that made the internet scream, said, "She asked if JD would ever be emotionally available. That's when we cut her off." Emotionally available? Those two words flipped everything upside down. Creators went wild. She was waiting for a weakness. She wanted JD's marriage to collapse. She was positioning herself like a replacement spouse. This is psychotic behavior. But the most disturbing public reaction came from JD's support base, a community normally slow to panic. Suddenly, in full meltdown mode, people were posting prayers for JD's wife. Supporters were demanding protection. Women were warning about Erika-type manipulators. Men were calling this the scariest scandal in years. Pastors were condemning spiritual delusion being used for political gain. Then a prayer group associated with JD's wife posted something eerie. "We saw this spirit before. We didn't speak. This time, we will." That got 2 million likes in hours. But the final wave, the biggest, loudest, scariest reaction came when someone leaked the architect's sermon notes. The note said, "Elevation requires vacancy. Position requires surrender. Some marriages block destiny. Some are replaced." The comments exploded. He taught her this. This is cult-level manipulation. This explains everything Erika did. This is evil disguised as prophecy. Creators called for the architect to be exposed. Politicians called for investigation. Journalists began tracing financial connections. Church leaders demanded accountability. And Erika. Sources say she hasn't eaten in 36 hours. She's calling everyone, begging, panicking, trying to delete old posts, trying to shut down leaks too late, because now the internet wants one thing, the final recording. The one where Erika whispers something directly about JD's wife. The one Joe Rogan is holding back. The one Candace Owens said is unforgivable. The one insiders say will change the public's view forever. And according to multiple sources, that recording drops tonight. Everyone thought the final recording Joe Rogan was holding back would be bad, disturbing, creepy, damaging. But nobody, not JD's team, not Candace Owens, not political strategists. Not the internet was prepared for how deep, how calculated, how deranged the final twist really was. Because the recording didn't just expose Erika, it exposed her intent. Here is what insiders confirmed. The recording wasn't from last week. Not from last month. Not from the retreat. From last month. Not from the retreat. It was from 10 months ago, long before anyone suspected. Erika was plotting anything, meaning Erika's obsession didn't start recently. It was growing quietly, slowly, systematically for nearly a year. And the final recording captures a moment between Erika and the architect, the spiritual manipulator who fueled her delusion. The recording begins with Erika crying. Not normal crying. Not emotional brokeness, whisper-crying. Shaky, obsessive. Focused. The architect asks, "What is it you're afraid of?" Erika answers, "She's still there. She's still in the position. Jade's wife. That's who she meant." The architect replies, "Every calling has an obstacle. Every elevation has a sacrifice. Some positions require space. Space, space. As in removal. Erika whispers, "But what if she doesn't step away?" The architect pauses. You can hear the hum of a heater in the background. Then he says the line that made Joe Rogan shut the recording off mid-playback. "Then the pressure will break her. God knows how to make room. God knows how to make room." When Joe heard that, he allegedly stood up from the podcast table and said, "This is a cult. This is messed up. This is dangerous." But the recording didn't stop there. Erika then says something that shook Candace Owens to her core. "I see moments where she looks tired. Moments she looks unhappy. Moments she doesn't smile. Those are signs she's slipping." The architect replies, "Document those moments. When the time comes, we will use them." We.New. We.News wasn't Erika acting alone. This was a coordinated plan. Then the recording gets even more disturbing. Erika says, when she breaks. When she leaves, "He will need comfort. I will be ready." This is the line that made Candace Owens furious. She later told someone privately, "This isn't delusion. This is predatory." But it gets darker, much darker, because then Erika says something nobody expected. "He hugged her last week. He kissed her cheek. I felt sick. I don't understand why she's still there. God already showed me the shift." The architect calmly responds, "The shift takes time. Trust the process. Stay close. When the moment comes, you must be positioned." Positioned, the exact word Erika used in her journal. And then, the most terrifying line in the whole recording, the one JD's wife reportedly cried over. Erika whispers, "She won't survive what's coming. I can feel it. God is removing her. It's starting. I can tell." That's when the recording ends. Cut off. Abrupt. Silence. Joe Rogan allegedly told producers, "If she denies anything, we drop the full recording. Every second." Candace Owens is ready too. JD's team is preparing a response. Politicians are bracing for the fallout. Church leaders are calling emergency meetings because this final twist changes everything. Erika didn't simply want JD Vance. She didn't simply imagine herself as First Lady. She didn't simply lie for attention. She believed, truly, deeply, that JD's wife was meant to break, meant to step aside, meant to be removed so Erika could step into a role she thought was divinely promised, and she was waiting for it to happen. The internet is now asking the same terrifying question. What did Erika think was about to happen to the wife? A breakdown? A crisis? A marriage fracture? Something she planned herself? And the architect? He's been silent for 48 hours. His accounts are locked. His phone is off. His assistant left the office crying. One insider claims he's preparing to flee. because once that recording drops publicly, his entire empire collapses. His followers scatter. His influence evaporates. His name becomes radioactive, and Erika. Multiple sources say she's having a complete meltdown, calling people frantically, begging them not to leak anything else, suddenly trying to repent, suddenly claiming she was misled. Too late, the truth is out. The world knows. And now, everyone is waiting for one thing: Joe Rogan dropping the full, uncut recording. When he does, this won't just be a scandal. It will be the end of Erika Kirk's public life. Before this story explodes even bigger. Before Joe Rogan drops the full, uncut recording. Before Candace Owens goes live and exposes every detail. Before JD's wife finally speaks out. You need to stay locked in. Because what comes next is going to shake every corner of the internet. Right now, the architect is hiding. Erika is sprawling. JD's team is preparing statements. Political strategists are panicking. Church leaders are terrified. And normal people like us, are sitting here watching a real-life psychological thriller unfold in front of our eyes. So, I want you to tell me, who do you think pushed Erika into this delusion? Was it truly the architect manipulating her? Or was she already planning this long before he got involved? Do you believe she really thought JD's wife would break? Do you think she was waiting for a collapse she believed God would cause? Or do you think Erika was preparing to force a shift herself? And the biggest question of all, what do you think is on the full recording that Joe Rogan is holding back? Because insiders swear the worst part hasn't leaked yet. The part where Erika allegedly reveals exactly what she believed would happen to JD's wife. Some say it's emotional. Some say it's prophetic. Some say it's dark. Some say it's dangerous. And Joe Rogan, he's only waiting for one thing: for Erika to deny him publicly. If she does, even once the entire file drops. So hit like if you think the world deserves to hear the recording. Hit like if you think Erika and the architect should both be exposed. Subscribe with notifications on, because the moment that recording hits the internet, we'll be breaking it down second by second. And comment below with your theories, every detail, every suspicion, every name you think is connected. This story is being pieced together by you, the viewers, and trust me, the next twist is already on the way. There are messages we haven't seen, recordings we haven't heard, screenshots waiting in private group chats, and at least one more insider preparing to speak. So stay ready. Because what's coming next? It won't just expose Erika Kirk. It won't just expose the architect. It will expose the entire network around them. And this was only the beginning. This was only the beginning.